You ready? All right. So this bitch was stuck like Chuck. Unfortunately, no one's got a real clear way, in my opinion, that I've seen. I YouTubed it. You know, I build cars for fun. So I started doing this before YouTube was a thing as far as getting into motors and all that shit. I don't care how good of a mechanic you are. YouTube has guys out there that helps. I do try to do my piece and due diligence here and there. I'm mainly in the firearm community doing a lot of that, which YouTube likes to fuck you in your ass and remove your videos for trying to be informational on firearms. Thankfully, this isn't a gun. So, with that being said, I've seen several videos, and none of them really did me justice on how to open the fucking door without a bunch of problems. You know, I've seen guys, not trying to be a dick, but I've seen a couple of them where they just fucking obliterated the interior door to pull this thing apart. That's an option. Another guy, I saw him unbolted the fucking seat, right? Took the seat out to get to it, which I'm like, hey man, do what you do. I'm not mad at you. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. But we're gonna cover how I would do this and how I did do this. There's a funny story behind how it went down too with the cameraman here, but I'm not gonna go into all that because it was entertaining. But so sorry for the rambling, but the thing is, my thing was, how do I get into this without trying to take apart half the shit, which it's understandable. To repair this one in particular, the cable was fucked. It's frayed. It wasn't completely broken yet, but once I got the door panel off, I just clipped it and went on about my merry little way to do the repair, thanks to Amazon's finest $16 cable. Ordered it yesterday, was here today, and this bitch is working now. So lo and behold, I was thinking, after I saw one gentleman's video, I'm sorry I can't give you credit because I just can't remember every little detail. I went through a few videos. One guy had the door open, was showing a spot that you could push down, and that was unlatching the door, right? So I was like, bet. If I can get in through here and do that, I will. Window has to be down. So if you got one of you poor bastards that has a window motor that's out, or a regulator's bad, and that window's stuck up, I don't know what you're gonna do. You can try, right? I'm sure you can still get it from the inside. But for me, I use this as nothing but a hatchet that, honestly, it's not even really an old style. It's just a hatchet. You can see there's nothing special to this. But to keep from messing up my tent and my trim, I covered it in some tape. Nothing special. My weapon of choice to try this was my first and only attempt at trying this. That right there is probably bent at about 1 inch and 1/8. Maybe. I didn't want to be way out here, didn't want to be too short. And 90 degrees from that way I knew going in where I was going to be at getting in there. So I took this guy here, and this is where we'll get technical to give you an idea, because some people need the visual. You can't just jam this in here. I took my pocket knife, I got in here, and you can see I got between my window and here. See this gap? I'm not touching my window, because I knew my knife was going to scrape up and fuck up my tent, which this isn't a super nice truck, but I still try to take care of it. There's your top layer, and then there's one more below that. You have to go a little deeper, and then I push back, and I'm able to work this wedge off in there. Once you get this wedge in, and now you have an area, if you can see right here, where my finger's at, you have a nice little opportunity to make something work its way down in there. Don't know how well that's focusing, but from there, all I did, this guy fit right in there, and I knew about where it was clocked. Let's see here. And so you get the idea, that was it. That guy went in there, and I just fished around, kept pulling up. And the best part was my cameraman here was trying to help, because he's a really good friend of mine. He wants to be useful. He's like, let's try this and that, this and that. So, dude, let me try this. No. So I'm like, if this just pops it right open, what are you going to say? He's like, oh, no. Bang, door comes open. I was like, talking all kinds of shit, because that's what friends do. It was highly entertaining.
Question.
But
what side of the hatchet was the mirror, the glass?
I'm on this side of the glass. That's what I'm saying. If this the window was up and your shit's broken or you don't have power or whatever, I don't know what to tell you, except for the fact that this thing here this being bent this way would have to be that way, so you're away from the glass. But I'm out here, so I knew where I wanted this thing this way with it towards me, so I could fish around. Clang, door comes open, we're good. My cable was frayed. It wasn't all the way broken. I saw someone else that was completely broken, which either way, it's the same shit. So if it won't unlock from the inside or outside, the cable's probably broken, or there's something might have popped off of there where the cable is. If it can jump out of track, maybe, but it simulates a broken cable. It's the same damn thing. So I'm hoping this is useful. You see you got that little area of opportunity. You don't have to tear apart the inside of your shit trying to get to it, but have patience. I honestly am not gonna sit there and think that I was just like, I was some skill did that. Bullshit. I was fishing around and bang, nailed it. Like, I got lucky, but I've seen where that is in my brain. I kind of had an idea of where I needed to be at and was just coming down, kind of swooping up. I wasn't snatching. It doesn't take a lot of force to pull this thing to where it popped open. It just did. Have some patience. If you're not lucky like me, don't just be like, fuck this and get crazy, because some people do that. We're impatient humans. You know, I'm not the most patient person in the world. It worked very fast for me.
Under 30 seconds.
Legit. So this, if you want to know how long this rod is, I'd probably call it 1.5 feet. This isn't quite 2 feet. That's all you need, because you're going where your door is. Outside, you can see where this thing is. I had more than enough to get inside here. To get, and you're fishing around right about in this area. There's another video you'll see. I was just in there pushing up and pushing down, and then bam, that pull up, push down, the next thing you know, the door opened, and we were good. So that's all it took to make that happen. I made this video because out of the few videos I've seen, nothing was gold. Nothing was like, hey, this is the way to do it without tearing shit up, or hoping for the best, or tearing your seat out, or destroying your door panel, or blah, blah, blah. Like, that was it. Sweet and simple. The first one that I know of that's doing a video like this. I hope it helps a ton of people. I hope it doesn't help a ton of people, because this was a pain in the fucking ass. Like, you know, if you're trying to use your vehicle like me, this is my work truck. So the fact if I have a passenger that's running in and out while we're doing our job, they're going to have to sit in the back like they're royalty, and they're not. But like I said, hope this is useful, guys. I'm of, what do you call it, social media whore. I'm always online, so anybody has questions, ask. I should get the notification. I'll reply and let you know any fine details if I can. I do wish I would have done a video while the door was off, and I could have really given someone an idea. I wanted to knock it out. I had other shit to do today. As you can see, this is Texas, north side of Houston. It is, like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm pouring sweat because humidity blows here. And I'm fat. That doesn't help. But like I said, hopefully this is useful to you guys. And details here, got your wedge, how to get in there, not fuck up tent, do it with the window down. It's pretty damn basic. You know, just don't get aggressive with it. Don't go to snatching and ripping and getting pissed off, because you might cause more harm than good. Or you might be the guy that's like the one I've seen that has obliterated his interior door panel into pieces. Yeah, he got it, but now he's got to find a new door panel on shit. So, all right. Good luck, gentlemen.